We start on in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, we are the Review Crew, and I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Eddie.
And we're here today with Ahsoka. Now, for those who are familiar with us, Eddie is a new addition. He is one of my best friends and the person who I watch most of the Star Wars stuff with, including Rebels and Clone Wars, as well as, Mando and all that old other stuff from the, past years. So I'm very excited to have him included in the Ahsoka reaction. He also does most of the art for me, as well as helps me with some stuff behind the scenes. So very appreciative of you. Thank you very much.
And the intro.
And the intros and stuff. Now, for this TV show going into this, we know that Ahsoka is a character from Clone Wars, as well as
Mando.
And
that's about it.
That's about it as far as you two know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of going in half blind.
I mean, I've done like a dive on the wiki, but like Ahsoka was never like what I clicked on. So I just knew that she was like Anakin's Padawan and that she did some stuff, but like
and who she is. Yeah.
Now, going into this, just to let everybody know, Eddie and I have seen all of Clone Wars and all of Rebels. They are only on episode 8 of season 1 of Clone Wars.
Woo!
So they're going a little bit blind. They did not watch a video online to explain what the backstory is. They decided against it because we are hoping that
blind reaction, baby.
Blind reaction.
Well, we don't want to ruin Clone Wars and Rebels moments, but if they're in the TV show, we assume that that's how Dave Filoni wanted them to be interpreted, because this show will have viewers that haven't seen those shows.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll make sense in some way, and even if it's a spoiler, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, and if you want to just give like the basic background of like when is this set, so that we have a rough idea of what to expect.
After episode 6, between 6 and 7, probably before Mando is what I would say. Right after the Battle of Endor.
Okay, so after Endor and then before Mando.
Before Mando starts.
I have a follow-up question.
Yes.
What has she been doing since so I've seen her in Mando, and then I've seen her as a
Do we veto that question?
No, I mean, they're asking.
So
I just mean like really broad strokes.
So she's been traveling and trying to survive post Order 66.
Okay, cool. That kind of works.
Because as you know from Star Wars, she's a Jedi, Order 66, and we'll leave it at that.
Cool.
Because, maybe it'll explain to us what's going on, what she was up to, as this series does take place before Mando. So, I mean, there's only one way for us to find out what's going on in this, and it's for us to jump right into this, TV show.
Let's make it happen.
If you guys have made it this far, thank you for watching. We are the Review Crew. We do appreciate it. If you're from one of our previous reactions or already following us and subscribed, hey guys, what's up? Thanks for joining us on this one. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. We hope you do stay and enjoy yourselves. And we're going to be jumping into Ahsoka in 3, 2, 1.
I can tell you're excited.
I'm so excited for this.
Waiting 2 days was so hard.
Yeah.
Literally, I just got out of the shower and I checked my phone, and Mikey's like, I'm here, and I'm like, what?
I've been here.
Faces. That was the training droid. The Jedi training droid?
It's suspenseful music. Let it be suspenseful. Trying to be suspended.
I also saw a Mando helmet.
Yeah. Well, this is their
That's
intro.
just the Disney thing.
Maybe. Oh, crawl. I love crawls. Remember from Ahsoka season 2, Mando season 2, she does say, "Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?"
Is Thrawn the really good, like, tactical general?
Yes.
The blue guy?
Yep.
Okay.
There's always a secret map with all the answers.
Oh, look at the New Republic logos on the ship, the golden.
It was sick.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Is that 4K TV? I only even knew that because one of our viewers was like, hey, what kind of TV do you guys watch on? And I was like, I don't know.
4K.
So I literally looked at it last night.
Entering Sector G. The ship has entered this sector.
That's not 3PO.
No, it's protocol droid.
Security
One
alert.
is.
Ask them to identify themselves and transmit their clearance code.
Yes, sir.
The roles are
uniforms.
The roles are reversed.
Yeah.
That's what the Imperials used to say. What are the clearance codes?
Track distance mark 8.
That's one of those Imperial transports, right?
Looks like it.
Word, com.
I'm receiving their signal now, sir.
He looks like a 2-button general.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But he just
The signal is an old Jedi clearance code. They say they're here to see the prisoner.
Huh? More than one?
I kind of assumed it was just Ahsoka.
I did
She's
too.
a 1-button general.
Yeah.
So much,
Normally it's like a whole bunch
so
of
much
bling.
dead space in
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
giant
was
silver
saying.
square.
Just critiquing the costumes.
That is an Imperial shuttle, like you
God,
said.
they have the
It is.
ugliest uniforms ever.
Oh, I think I know who. If there's two, I think I know who they might be.
Yeah.
Pretty ballsy move to just be like, sure, come aboard.
Oh, it's them.
Oh, never mind.
You put on a good show, but I don't buy it. I don't understand.
You can see the lightsabers, though.
You're no Jedi. We're making a mistake. And you, sir,
Oh, he's a great.
surrendered when
Yeah,
the
Ray
Empire
Stevenson.
collapsed. Jacris,
Rest in peace.
get RD3 to scan these imposters for identification.
Allow me to show you our identification.
Oh, crap.
Oh, right off the rip.
That's not a Jedi.
You're right. Jedi would never do that.
I mean, the red saber is also kind of a giveaway there.
We are no Jedi.
Oh. Oh. And she's just so badass in the background. I love it. Oh. Nice.
That was savage.
She's so savage.
I don't know who she is, but I'm already a fan.
Same.
It looks like he was being shot at, but he's just reflecting it all. Oh, he's so good.
I feel like they never shoot at anyone who's force choking someone.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just so scary.
Love how he can use the Force to interact with mechanical things.
But their sabers aren't dark red.
They're orange.
And well paid for it.
That's not Sith.
Oh, it's not red?
No, it's
They're
orange.
like orange. They're like a orange red.
Master and Apprentice, which is probably a dual meaning title.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes sense, they're not true Sith, because like, who would their Sith master be?
They could be like Ventress type assassins, mount mercenaries.
He did say
Oh.
he was paid very well.
Oh, she did the thing.
What is that? What?
Man, I mean, that was already sick.
Makeshift elevator.
I love her so much.
Pioneers used to ride these babies.
Actually, you know what they remind me of?
What?
Yoda.
Yeah. That's true.
You don't know. You don't know.
It looks like she's very confident about what's going on right now. More than I am.
Yeah.
Says serious Fallen Order vibes.
It does.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Oh!
Who's that?
It looks like Morgan's droid, right?
Come no closer.
Why she got a white saber?
Yeah, these are Morgans, I think.
She does fight with a spear.
No, the modified HKs that she had that were in the town. Let's go, Ahsoka.
Ooh, 4. 5.
1v5.
You need more than that for our girl.
Well, he's got a red helmet, which means he's worth at least 2. Stop!
Alright, cool. Let's go. Sick.
Jeez.
The effects in this are awesome so far already.
I'm sick.
Initiate self-destruct protocol.
Oh! And you guys were talking about that in the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Who designed the countdown timer?
I don't know. Woo! That's
Yeah, you think it'd be like 1.
Like, she's made it pretty far.
Wonder how big the explosion is, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, remember, the explosion's not supposed to be a weapon. It's supposed to be just to prevent them from being captured.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So, like, clearing out the area is not a downside.
Well, I mean, they got it
Seemed like it was to make sure it killed whoever killed the droids, bro.
You know.
That was like a nuke, dude.
Yeah, no, that was
Crazy.
Good thing I arrived when I did.
That's an ugly droid.
Shut up.
About that.
You respect Hu Yang.
I was
Do they know who he is?
No.
Oh.
Did you get her to tell the truth?
Let's just say I didn't follow standard Jedi protocol.
Reach into her mind and find out where it is.
Coming home once.
Fulcrum!
Over.
What do you call for fake Jedi? A real one.
Well, she's
Oh,
just
wow.
a citizen.
She got one of them vertical ships.
Yep. Vertical supremacy. Nice.
I wonder if we're gonna see all of them from Rebels.
I think we are.
That'd be awesome.
What'd you say?
She's a 5 button.
Security detail and scuttled one of our new
She deserves her 5 buttons. That's a cool hollow right there.
There are few who can wield the Force.
I want that poster.
Perhaps one of them was once a Jedi.
If Thrawn survived, does that mean Ezra?
I hope so. Nothing is certain. Except
Don't worry, your
that
answers, your questions will be answered.
we know where to look.
Thank God.
This is very exciting for someone who's seen Rebels.
Yeah,
I
this
just
is-
want to let you guys know that.
This is very exciting.
The Defense Council is requesting an update on the incident.
Is that
I'll be right there.
Mon Calamari?
You know who could help you with this.
I don't want to answer yes. I feel like that could, if he's not.
I feel like we gotta binge Clone Wars and then Rebels.
Yep.
Foul.
Is this Lothal?
Yeah.
Oh!
On this day, several years ago, the Empire was defeated. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Commander
That's,
Who sacrificed himself to liberate our world. And commitment
This is gonna
to
make you want to
the
watch Rebels when you see this mural.
I totally got goosebumps.
Me too! I got my hair standing up.
Commander Sabine.
Yes! Of course.
And she's not there.
Of course. Or we just
The wolves.
Allow me to introduce Senator Jai Cal, who will share with us some words.
Carol sounds familiar too.
Senator.
Yep.
Thank you, Governor Azadi, for that.
It's Azadi.
What a terrifying thing.
Pretty sure it's the same voice actor as the Rebels.
Find her now.
It's the same. Ah.
Cool looking mural.
Yeah.
It's the squad, dude.
That's the squad. Oh, this is so nostalgic.
Is that Ren?
Yeah.
Sabine Wren. Ma'am, do you know where you're supposed to be right now?
She gonna try to outrun a fighter?
Yep.
All right, look, Commander, I have my orders. I'm gonna need you to pull over.
Here's a new order. Get lost.
Those ships are so cool.
They are.
What are they? They look like
They look
X-Wings.
like X-Wings without the X.
Yeah.
She's just gonna slide under, isn't she?
Stand down, Commander.
I don't know, but it's Sabine, so
Something reckless.
yeah. Alright, the astromech's like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
You gonna stop?
The droid's like, no.
Stand down. She's not stopping.
Come on.
She is gonna slide under.
Yep.
That was sick.
She's so sick.
It's my first time meeting her and she's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
You don't even know yet.
The head nod of this isn't worth it.
Well, he was just like, I mean, I can't stop you, clearly, so
Yeah.
bye.
Introduction to Sabine was pretty
The
cool.
tower.
Oh my god. And Lothcat. Oh, this is awesome.
The big stretch.
Yes. There's kitties in Star Wars.
Is that a pug cat?
No, it's a
It's a loft cat.
It does
Lothcat.
kind of look
Loaf?
like a pug
Loaf.
cat.
Except if a cat was a pug.
Loth.
Loth. Yeah.
Definitely Loth. I think that's an animatronic or a puppet. Right?
It does look like
Real.
OG Yoda
With the mouth. Oh.
from the OG trilogy.
It was a really cool mix of CGI and what looked like an animatronic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that they still do that.
Well,
Yeah,
practical
man.
effects beat visual effects.
Live action.
I know.
made this recording because more than the others, I need you to understand. I know your fight isn't over, and now I won't be there to help you.
Damn.
But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Despite the circumstances, I'm like so satisfied right now.
Seeing that just real.
I have no idea what's happening, but I am excited to keep watching.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. She's a braid. You see that?
And they're where Ahsoka just was.
Yeah.
What was an ancient temple?
Definitely the Padawan. She's the younger one.
Yeah, but I didn't know they did that.
The Night Sisters of Dathomir.
She's a Night Sister?
Well, she's a descendant of
You're
the
a
Night.
witch.
A witch.
Wow.
A survivor.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
there was only really one left.
What is that?
The map. Or it was vaporized.
I mean, that's a person.
Is that a knight?
If it's
What?
before Mando, how is she captured by?
You're right.
It's got to be after Mando.
You're totally right.
Why Lothal?
Yeah,
But I don't know why I thought.
he captured her in Mando.
In Mando. Yeah.
You're right.
Great.
Ahsoka
Yeah.
tells
Good
us
call.
Apprentices on the Thal.
She had an apprentice.
You're looking for Sabine Wren.
Is this spoilers for Rebels?
I didn't realize she was a Jedi.
She's. How do I answer that?
We'll let them see.
Just let the story unfold, okay?
Yeah, let the story unfold.
Okay.
Unless there's something that we don't know.
I mean, it's a big time gap.
She got cool hair.
Yeah, she does.
I like Sabine with long hair better.
I know, but we know it's probably got to happen. Background shot. Damn. This is bunk, obviously.
Oh, I thought it was like significant in some way.
No, this is bunk.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so that's like the ship they all use.
You really think
Sometimes.
Jezra's still out there?
Nothing is certain. I go where I'm needed.
Not always.
Oh, damn.
You never make things easy.
Why should I? You never made things easy for me, Master.
Guess we got our answer.
There is nothing easy about being a Jedi.
Well, then I should have made a good one.
Yes,
Used to be.
you should have.
Yeah, that's news to me too.
Lady Tano, I have an update.
I don't even know what the news is.
I didn't know she was force sensitive.
Yeah, we didn't know she was force sensitive.
The construction and overall design are executed exactly the way I taught younglings to build a lightsaber.
And that's what Hugh Yang does.
So definitely Jedi trained.
No, play with it,
A
obviously.
chunky boy.
Off the table.
No, he's got to poke it first. Yeah.
I'm just confused how something that was from 1,000+ years ago was hidden in a temple and show them where this guy is.
Because she's a descendant of the Night Witches. This is probably a map to something significant to the Night Witches, and was like, if you ever have to run, because from what I understand of Thrawn, he was the only non-human Grand Admiral or something.
Yeah.
So it was probably like, you can hide here, sweetie.
Such a good idea.
That's my guess.
She's still just as stubborn and bullish as ever.
She's turned into Obi-Wan.
Oh, she's
Literally, She's
Mandalorian.
turned into Obi-Wan.
Yeah, she's turned into Obi-Wan, and yeah, she is Mandalorian.
That's
Oh.
dope.
Thought
Okay.
I did. Anakin never got to finish my training. Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him.
Spoilers.
Yep.
And the Jedi. Just like I walked away from Sabine.
It's a pretty sore topic when she's like, I'm sure your master gave you a hard time too.
Yeah.
He gave a lot of people a really hard time.
All about that. Like every video game puzzle ever, just match the shapes.
Whoa.
Ahsoka didn't figure
And
it
it
out.
floats.
She went to the wiki, you know?
It floats too when she's done.
This is exactly what you're looking for.
Ah, yes. A galaxy.
Right here, specifically. We love Mandalorian Sabine Wren. Wow.
That's a problem.
You're pissing her off. That's the last thing you want to do.
Hard to fistfight a droid.
Nah, if you
He's
take his
doing a
gun.
decent job.
Yeah. Go Sabine. Is that?
Her helmet?
Yeah.
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 She didn't grab it.
No, but she grabbed that instead.
Lightsaber?
Yes,
Yes, it is. She is the art of walking slowly down.
First thing they teach you in Sith school.
You're right. It is like orange. It's not
Yeah.
just red.
It's not red.
It's like a not fully corrupt Sith.
Yeah, she hasn't bled the crystal fully. Nice. I've had good live action lightsaber fights since Obi-Wan.
Well, let's see some
Yeah, right?
fancy footwork here.
Sabine's definitely a warrior. I just don't think she's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Unless that's something they're gonna explain in the show.
But definitely didn't miss that during the Rebels.
No.
Yo, she got the dead-eyed stare down too.
Yeah, she does.
Jeez.
Oh, there's the fancy hand-to-hand. Oh, she's got thrown.
Well, I haven't seen her use the Force yet.
Yeah, I don't think she can.
Come on, Sabine! Of course she's gotta win.
Use the Force.
Whew. Oh! What? And here's probably Ahsoka doing...
Well, she can't fight Ahsoka. She's gonna run, yeah.
Yeah.
Is she gonna
What?
die in the first episode?
I hope not. There's no way.
At the end of the episode?
Oh, yeah, it is. Come on.
It's a really long fade to black. Oh, that's why. Okay. Rest in peace, Ray Stevenson.
Bro, did they just kill Sabine?
I don't think they can kill Sabine like that.
I mean...
Well, it was in the gut, so, I mean, you know.
Yeah,
but it wasn't...
It immediately cauterizes everything. So,
It was to the right side, too. So, that was a crazy episode to start with. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dialing it back before we start any discussions. Do you guys have any questions?
I mean...
A lot.
I don't think so.
Okay, I did have a good... you have no questions? Because I have to remember what my super important question was.
Do you want me to ask a question?
Yes, buy me time.
So, what's the... So, I know that the Force exists, and that there's Force-sensitive people. There's witches in... So, is that Force magic, or is that a separate thing?
So, it is Force.
Okay.
So they're not Jedi. They're not Sith. But they can use the Force in their own separate way. They're like a third faction of Force users.
So they can match like the magic level of a Jedi or a Sith.
Their abilities are different.
Yeah.
They're not like lightsaber combatants.
Sure.
Sorry to cut you off.
You're fine, don't worry.
But they can use the Force in ways that Jedi and Sith cannot. They can do some crazy.
Because they don't use any like melee, they have a higher like magic cap, basically.
Basically.
Okay.
I mean, it's a simple way to put it.
So I'm really excited to see more about that.
Yeah.
I remembered my question.
What's your question?
Okay, so clearly the events of this show in relation to Rebels there's a time jump there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how big of a time jump are we talking about?
From the end of Rebels to this, or from...
Yeah. Because I'm making the assumption when the guy was giving the speech, like to the city of, it's like several years ago.
Yeah.
So that's several years would be it then.
Okay.
And so, like, that's the thing.
Probably in the range of 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, 5 to 10 years. Rebels ended with basically the end of episode 6.
That
That's
answers
when
my
Rebels-
full part of.
So whatever the
my
time
full
from
question.
Rebels episode 6 to past Mandalorian season 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the end of Rebels is when the rebellion ended, when the war ended.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you meet Ahsoka a little bit more in this. You see her as an older Jedi. You guys are going through Clone Wars right now. So right now we're at an age where Ahsoka is a Padawan.
I have a note on that.
Yes.
She seems super jaded compared to like the fun-loving, super catty, rambunctious,
I was like
character that. But not that in Mando she didn't seem. Yeah. I mean, in Mando she seems like way more intense and like
just
you know.
But hold on, going off of your thing where like because I thought the same thing. I was like, wow, like she doesn't have that vibrant energy. What I did notice, and I think this is a really good job on the casting, is the facial expressions and the eyes. She still like eye rolled and like had these like very expressive
mannerisms,
like flashes across her face, which is shown in Clone Wars. is that she has a very expressive face, and
Yeah.
that did translate into live action, which is really cool.
So they did, they did spoil a few things, which, if you guys mention again, we could discuss in a way that doesn't spoil it. Because, like you said...
It kind of seems like Ezra sacrificed himself or something. That's I'm gathering.
Yes,
so.
that's a thing. But they're looking to see if he's still alive right now. That's the point of, Ahsoka show, is Ezra's missing, Thrawn is missing. Thrawn is the last Grand Admiral, and he's known as he's Chiss, I believe. He's part of the Chiss Ascendancy, which is the blue people. They're like humans, but not. They're like they're humanoid race. They're incredibly intelligent, and Palpatine respected him so much that he made him a general because of their military tactics. Now, in the extended universe, which has been completely destroyed and thrown out, Legends, they invited him, and there's like a third party like invasion force of like these really primordial like war creatures coming to attack the galaxy known as the Yuuzhan Vong, and that's who his main enemy is, and that's the main enemy of the the Thrawn books. There's Thrawn books, and that's the main enemy of like the time after Episode 6. But that has been completely, as you know, from the movies and whatnot, been kind of dropped and written off because there's no mention of them in all the way through like the movies and the TV shows you've seen so far.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, that would lead to
that would lead to a whole bunch of stuff. Yes.
Okay.
So and this we met some characters, most notably
Syndulla,
Hera Syndulla, which is you saw the five circle general, five dot general.
Who's the giant purple alien dude?
Did you not remember from A Mandalorian season 3? He's in the bar.
His name is Zeb.
He's
okay.
He's in that. Yeah. He's in the bar talking to the I'm sorry, the New Republic sheriff.
Oh, yeah.
He sits down at the bar and there's a big purple guy.
Yeah. Okay.
In the background, Dave Filoni.
That was like a huge cameo.
That was a big cameo.
We were freaking out about it.
So there's a whole big thing they talk about Master and Apprentice. So obviously we met the Master and his apprentice. He's a former Jedi from the Clone Wars era who disappeared during, after the Clone Wars. And the big thing is, most Jedi are just assumed to be dead. So if somebody disappeared and is missing or in hiding, in 99.999% of everybody's minds, they're dead because they thought they didn't survive the Jedi Purge or the hunt after and whatnot.
Also seems like a good opportunity if you were kind of fed up with the Jedi Order to just kind of like bail.
It also seems like a lot of the Jedi that have survived are typically more powerful rather than less powerful.
Or you have potentially the just the opposite where they're not as powerful potentially. Have you seen Obi-Wan, the TV series yet, you two?
I stopped watching when Darth Vader was hunting him through the desert.
So there's not really too much spoil, but the younglings had, whether or not younglings escaped is a big thing. The Jedi Survivor game or Jedi Fallen Order, which is a video game that's out, it follows a Jedi Padawan who, survived.
Gotcha.
There's a big thing. If you're not strong enough in the Force, there's a good chance that maybe the Inquisitors can't hunt you as well because you're not as connected.
There's also some people as Jedis. There's like different types of Jedis. Not all of them even came to the Jedi Order temples. They literally did their own thing out in the universe, and no one even knows they exist.
As per the Old Republic books, which I'm reading right now, there's architects, folklorists, everything, diplomat ones.
Yeah, I forget that your knowledge on Star Wars is extensive.
So there's
because we gotta. I'm like just trying to fill in the gaps, and I feel like I just learned like so much stuff I didn't even know was.
And we also
turn your textbook to page 56.
We met Hu Yang. You met Hu Yang this episode, who is a Jedi droid,
the instructor droid.
He taught the Padawans, and he built their lightsabers. I believe he is thousands of years old.
I think he's from the Old Republic.
He's from the Old Republic era, which is thousands of years old.
Yeah.
He is the droid.
At least the High Republic.
That has helped every Padawan in existence basically build a lightsaber and train that was on Coruscant.
So he has a database of
every lightsaber.
Gotcha.
Going back.
That's a pretty valuable asset.
Plus, he can also train new Jedi to fight lightsaber style.
That explains a lot because I obviously not knowing everything when she's like, check the archives of all the lightsabers. I'm like, because that's a thing. But no,
going off of that, is it explained through any of the other sources how she has that droid?
No.
Okay.
That's the first time I've seen him since the Clone Wars show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, I believe he was in an episode of Obi-Wan in one of those in the Fortress Vader inside one of those tubes.
There's no way she would have him then.
I know he's inside one of those tubes.
She might have went to Anakin's castle in between the end of episode 6 and this.
She could have.
That'd be
pretty big, honestly.
No, I don't think so.
There would have to be a massive
Because
flashback.
as far as we know, I can't even say it without spoiling anything.
That's fine. That's fine.
So don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I'm looking it up right now.
So this episode, though, for us two who are going in blind, we obviously met Ahsoka.
No, he wasn't in that show.
Got introduced to a whole bunch of characters and factions
Yes.
with the witches and the more generals.
Witches sound awesome.
Yeah, I mean everything seems sick.
And you noticed that she did mention that she is the last of her kind.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. They these are all things
They'll figure it
that
out.
come from Clone Wars or Rebels. All the in this first episode they reference countless things alone, and they even you guys were like, oh my gosh, she's a Jedi. We didn't know. As far as we know, she never was like as far as we know, Force sensitive or anything.
I mean in Mando it doesn't seem that way. So
No,
I don't know.
But the cool thing when I was talking about, I was like, she's super cool for another reason. It's because she's also a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's pretty much confirmed also that she's not Force sensitive. That fight was not fought by a Force sensitive person.
I think she didn't seem very Force sensitive because Apprentice beat a Mandalorian in combat. It's like because she probably had use of Force, because the way Jedi's fight and Sith fight with the Force is a lot of it's feinting and whatnot because they can read the movements of somebody.
Yeah.
So they can just do that. But if you don't have the Force, you're at a disadvantage unless you're able to outskill
Unless you
them.
have your armor.
Do you know my actual favorite part about this show so far? It is not on Tatooine.
Oh yeah,
because every goddamn show is on
we went
Tatooine.
to Lothal.
I'm so tired of it.
Lothal is awesome.
I do have one more really important question for the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's gonna feed the cat?
Oh, maybe the cat's gonna come on the journey with them.
The cat has
Back
to.
into the wild.
Who's gonna feed the cat?
There's a lot of cool things in that. You saw the
I like the cat.
Rebels mural. So the Rebels mural is a big thing.
It was cool.
That Rebels mural
meant nothing.
So
to me.
nothing to you, but to me that pulled my heart. Really
They said that the grand battle was on Lothal. Is Rebels like the group in the show based in Lothal, or are they based like somewhere else?
So
Yeah, so they travel around.
Right.
The main story of Rebels takes place on Lothal.
Okay.
But that's where everything went down with Thrawn. So like
You're right.
that's their portion of the rebellion with Thrawn, not with like
So
the Emperor. and
after episode 1, since you guys have watched Rebels, do you think that this is like kind of turning into likely to be a spiritual successor to Rebels?
Yeah.
It's 100%.
100%.
Okay.
You watch Rebels, then you watch Ahsoka.
I feel like when you guys finish
So far.
I feel like when you guys finish the series, or as we get further through the series, even with the first episode, there's things that they're mentioning from Rebels and Clone Wars that make you guys be like, well, how far into the series is that? I want to find out.
It sounds like between the end of season 1 of Ahsoka and the start of season 2 Ahsoka, we need to binge watch Clone Wars.
Yes. I also want to make a single prediction because I can't really make predictions.
I
I
would
don't really
love
fully
to hear
know.
your
I would love to hear
predictions.
these.
I think we're going to see Mando at least once.
You think we're going to see Din Djarin?
Yeah, I kind of.
Come on.
My
There's
prediction.
no way it doesn't happen.
So my prediction is we will see Bo-Katan at least once.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
if not both her and Mando.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing. It was pretty on the nose with the witches coming from the planet Arcana. I mean, that's
Yeah, I like that.
but I also like that. I guess George Lucas wrote that, wrote the lore of all of that.
No, Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni wrote the witches.
Well, no,
I'm saying
George.
witches.
Sorry, George Lucas wrote the witches. Dave
Right.
Filoni wrote most of the lore.
I like that George Lucas
Wars.
followed through on bringing like magic rules into it, and I'm sure we're gonna find out more. But like the rule of 3 is a pretty big thing with witchcraft, and they literally were like, the rule of 3. Look, it's the first episode. Here you go. That's how you unlock the map.
It was crazy. You know what's crazy too? First season, the first time we saw Morgan, no thought in my mind that she was a night witch, night sister, whatever. On second, appearance of her, where she says she's a night witch, and looking at her, you're like, oh yeah, I can see it, which is a crazy thing because
Well, I feel like in Mando she didn't have like the
She didn't.
markings.
The markings
it was hidden.
were
Maybe
on.
Maybe.
It was hidden.
You know, she's at her palace. She puts on some makeup to cover up. She's been in prison now. She has no makeup.
Can we also talk about those droids self-destructs? It was like a nuclear bomb going off.
Well, that what happened in Mandalorian.
That
when
explains why
yeah.
that
when-
down was
with
so
the
long.
IG-88.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was 88, but the IG droid that walked through the lava and he blew up, like he blew up.
Yeah.
That wasn't like I'm a thermal detonator and we're gonna have a grenade. It's this is a thermal detonator.
Well,
There's no more area.
Explosion. I'm like, they let her run through the entire city, and then I was like, oh, that's a fire wave going out through the whole planet.
Also, it was 3 to 6 of them combined.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Wild.
We got to see a nice lightsaber fight. Unfortunately, Sabine got wrecked. Yeah, I don't think it was close.
It was actually a pretty tame lightsaber battle.
It was like two apprentices
fighting. A whole lot of like jumping and stuff. It was pretty like.
I'm pretty sure because it was literally apprentice versus non-force user. Like, Sabine knows combat. She's like very experienced in combat, but against the Force, I mean, like
she's a Mandalorian.
Against a space wizard.
I mean,
like,
to be fair, isn't the whole story of Mandalorians is they're able to fight Jedi?
They only
with their armor.
With their armor.
Their armor is specially set up with things
to not get stabbed.
Like you can block a blaster, but if someone shoots a flamethrower at you, your lightsaber is not going to stop fire.
But they also, in the past, they used to use what they call slug throwers,
which are bullets.
Because when a Jedi blocks a laser, it rebounds, but when you block a bullet, it shrapnels. So in the Star Wars universe, they would actually use fragments of bullets and stuff when they're fighting Jedi, because you block it and you get hit by just
throwback to
that, and then Beskar can stop their lightsaber. So it was literally the armor that made them contenders, which is why they always wear it. But Sabine isn't a conventional Mandalorian.
Nor does she have a breastplate to avoid getting stabbed.
And we saw her helmet, and she was just like, "Don't need that."
I mean, they were gonna get away. No, even though they were like patiently waiting for the elevator, like, man,
what
is
that's another thing.
Like,
they did a really good job of maybe not Sith, but the Dark Jedi Apprentice. She's scary.
Oh yeah,
her face is scary. Her movements are scary. Her swordplay is scary. Like, she's a scary girl.
They did really good with her. Yeah, they
did really great. Like you mentioned, we're not on Tatooine. Lothal, which you guys, when we go through Rebels, you'll learn about. They did an amazing job recreating not just Lothal, but you mentioned the highway. There, you'll learn through Rebels. That's an iconic highway.
It is.
It seemed like it was like
there's a reason why they.
There was a reason why they kept showing there's a long straight line. I was like, it's got to be relevant to something.
And just seeing that highway alone made me I was like, oh my god, because it brings you back. This, like you said, is a spiritual successor to Rebels, but it's so much more in the sense that I don't know if we're concluding Ahsoka's journey, but through the 13 seasons of Clone Wars and Rebels combined, through that one season of
the road for me is longer than the fucking road in the episode.
Yeah, it's crazy because we have so many seasons, and all these seasons of build up. You literally get to journey with Ahsoka through the Clone Wars, through everything going on during the movie times. After that, you get this character that was basically Dave Filoni's child insert. I believe it's his daughter almost inserted into the world of Star Wars. And
I don't know if it's her daughter. It's his.
It's his love child.
His
love
child. Yeah. Brainchild.
That one.
Not love child.
Yeah.
But, let's not cross those lines.
But it's so cool. And there was they mentioned one of a big spoiler. I don't know if you guys remember it about Ahsoka in this. They mentioned it. I think Panda made a
Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order.
Correct. That was a big one.
Oh yeah, no, I thought that. We knew that from Mando.
You remember every detail? We can't even remember the names of people.
White lightsaber is basically the giveaway.
White lightsaber.
Well, yeah, I was wondering about that.
You asked me about white.
A Jedi.
It's because
if you're a Jedi, you're yellow, green, or blue.
Because there's like consular, sentinel, and other things with meanings.
Or purple.
I thought
if you're really famous and you get cast in a Star Wars movie. I mean,
damn right.
Badass motherfucker.
My last comment on The Apprentice, which I really liked. She had no dialogue.
No,
I know.
I was just like a word.
I wanted to add, made it significantly more scary that she's just like
the dead eye look.
She didn't want anything.
It just didn't say anything.
I'm here to
what
kill
you
you.
wanted. Yeah. Now,
but which is crazy because she's not. Yeah. She doesn't have a red lightsaber. She's got off red.
Yeah.
Now the way you.
So it's like
doesn't mean she's not evil and devoid.
It means she's not full of hate.
This isn't in any TV shows. It's from I think the comics, but the way a Sith gets a red lightsaber is they take a normal lightsaber color or they use a synthetic crystal. Now a lot of them will take a Jedi's lightsaber.
I don't think synthetic crystals are a thing in canon.
They might not be anymore, but they take a Jedi's crystal and they bleed it with their hate, and it's a very, very long process.
See it in the second Jedi game.
But basically you bleed it with the Force. Now, how do you do that? Sometimes it's by committing atrocities and getting the dark side absorbed. And sometimes if you have enough dark side, you can just bleed a crystal. And what that does is it just makes it red. And I think it makes your connection to the lightsaber more powerful because it's the dark side channeled into the red crystal, as opposed to like the regular kyber crystal is, I don't think it has any affinity to any type of force.
Well, yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it has affinity to the force. That's like its whole thing.
No, but like
it's you can't just.
I
Find
think that's
one,
enough on the science of lightsabers.
I love lightsabers.
No, any closing statements?
No, nothing much. I'm really excited to keep continuing the show. It's going to be so painful waiting week to week for each episode, but at least we have a second episode to watch.
Yeah, I'm so excited to jump in.
Yeah. And we added a new member. This is Eddie for those who do watch us. Anybody who doesn't watch us,
we should probably add that as of right now, it's for this series specifically.
Yes.
We'll see if you guys love or hate him.
And if he wants to join us for anything else, but Eddie's here for Star Wars stuff because he's here to help me. He's also, if I look at him and I go to say something, he'll be like, no, that's spoiler.
That's the real value.
The only way to watch new Star Wars shows with my friends now is to be here. So,
without further ado, though, we are the Review Crew, and we are so thankful for you guys watching us. Thank you so much to our community and anybody else new joining us. And I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie. Sorry, I'm
just going second here. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And thank you for joining us. Take care and be well.
Bye.
And may the force be with you.